Viewers. So just to give you an update on my job situation, I am now in the orbit, actually headed home. I thought this might be a good background or backdrop to do my video on. And to give you an update, I will be going in tomorrow to meet with the manager and do some paperwork. So again, it feels good. But the thing I wanted to discuss with you guys tonight was basically the topic about God. I've noticed that a lot of the friends in my life, even though I wouldn't say I'm a very religious person, I'd say that I'm very spiritual. I mean, God is my right-hand man, and without God, I wouldn't be where I am today. Being religious is just that, being religious. So much more being spiritual. However, what I wanted to touch upon today was, again, the subject of how homeless people do get treated, how we are looked down upon. Maybe people look at their watch when we're talking, or trespass us from a store because we're filling our water bottle with water and they accuse us of stealing soda, whatever it may be. What I wanted to discuss was my epiphany with God. And do I believe that God came down and had a loud, booming voice and spoke to me directly like he does to the prophets? No. I would never compare myself to a prophet or an angel unaware or even Job, you know? Such a God-fearing man. I can't compare myself to any of those great prophets or people. But what I compare myself to is my own spiritual connection with God, and this is what it is. So I've been on the street for 3 years, and while I was in the alleyway, or the driveway at 51st Avenue in McDowell, God did basically come to me one night, and I asked God, I said, so God, how long am I going to be homeless in this alleyway? Like, you know, is this my punishment? And you know what I felt God said to me, because a lot of people, if I say that God spoke to me, they're going to think I'm crazy, and I'm not, but that's neither here nor there. What God proceeded to tell me, I didn't understand the message at that time. If you look at Psalm 31, I believe that psalm was written for me, where it says in there, and I put your feet in a spacious place. My quote-unquote alleyway. That's the spacious place that the Lord was talking about. So when God told me, you're going to be in this basically quote-unquote alleyway until the other people heed your message, I started to laugh. I'm like, wow, God, that's really a tall order, because how many people actually take heed to anything a homeless person may say? How many? Zip, zero, zilch, nada. I will guarantee you that. So when I started doing these videos, that's when I realized, and I went, and a light bulb went on in my head. That's what God wanted me to do. This is the message that people might actually take seriously, or the message is. So I've gotten a lot of feedback. You know, a lot of people have even been funny or joked about it, or, oh, Jordan, what's your channel on YouTube? Or none of that matters. I'm doing this for me, for God, and for anyone that might learn a thing or two. Because believe it or not, God comes in many shapes or sizes. He's not, I mean, yes, he's an omniscient being up in the sky all around us, but he's also in other people. And every person that we meet, do you think that every person that we pass every day is just a coincidence? Here's the question I pose for all you viewers today. Say you haven't seen anyone for 3 years, somebody that you held very near and dear to your heart, and you just happened to, you didn't have any plans to go up to Circle K, you just happened to get this idea in your head that you wanted to run up there to get a quick thirst buster. And as you're doing this, you run into someone you haven't seen in 3 years that you missed immensely, could not get a hold of, that you thought either died or dropped off the face of the earth. Now let me ask you, do you think that would be a coincidence? And that person was just up at the store trying to see if someone would buy his sneakers for a couple bucks. What are the chances that you guys would cross paths? Maybe what, a slim 2 minutes? So is it coincidence? Or is it fate? That's my question I pose to you guys. Thank you very much for all your questions, and thank you for all the subscriptions. Also, I know a lot of you have been emailing your questions. Feel free to post them so other people can take part in that too. I'd really, really like that. So take care, and God bless all of you. Good night.